Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse and the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray. I wish y'all knew what goes on inside this studio. I mean, Shelby McCall, she's got us rolled up. She says how many minutes we got left in the segment. Then all of a sudden she says, hold on just a minute, and things like that, you know. So
she does a great job.
She does a great job. You couldn't do it without her. So, but it's hard. We have a vacant chair right here in the studio in honor of John Gordon. Notice I didn't say in memory. So I said in honor of John Gordon because he can't be with us this morning. Ron Wong is here. And
now John is on the road again.
He's on the road again, and he's in Texas where close, I guess. You grew up in, near Beaumont, that area down there? So
Well, I really north of Houston a little bit.
Okay,
on the
all right.
northeast side in Kingwood.
All right, now, so you're in Lake Campo now? I mean, you're in that area?
El Campo.
El Campo.
We're filming the show at Spread Oaks Ranch in Markham, Texas, which is a little south of El Campo.
Okay, all right.
And El Campo is about an hour and a half southwest of Houston.
I didn't know you could go an hour and a half southwest of Houston.
Are you out in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico there?
You're in the middle of the Gulf, just about. So,
well, we're close. We're close. You know, from here it's about 45 minutes to the bay right there in Matagorda, Texas.
Okay,
so
all right.
We're pretty close.
All right. Well, John, I know we wanted to talk to you this morning. If you'd have been here, we're still going to talk to you anyway. But shooting you're there on a capacity of shooting a DU TV thing, right? I mean,
that's correct. That's correct. And there wasn't room for me in the blind this morning. This is opening day of the second split in Texas, so
okay.
They're out there filming right now.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to do this. So let's talk about it. You're still relatively new on the job in your tenure with DU. Talk about the experience of filming a DU TV episode.
It's really pretty cool, and what I do is coordinate the production of everything. So I put this hunt together down at Spread Oaks Ranch, which is a premier facility down in Markham, Texas.
Okay.
And what I do is, I put everyone together that's going to be on the show, and this one happens to feature Rogers Hoyt, current DU president, and his niece Shay, who he really mentored along the way, and as far as her coming along as a hunter and everything. So it's really about that, about family and about hunting, and mentoring somebody younger to bring them into the sport. So that really kind of worked out great. Rogers lives just about 45 minutes away in Victoria, Texas.
Okay,
so he was able to come down here no problem, and Shay's not far away as well. But
you spend how many days will you spend there?
Well, we usually will shoot 3 days.
3 days to come up with how long is the show?
It is 30-minute show. So it really
that's tough.
You really have to put together 3 days worth of footage to get a 30-minute episode out of it. It's just it takes a lot, really. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of filming that goes into it.
Is that the? Of course, you have no control over the weather. You have no control over whether you have a successful hunt or not, anything like that. But it's all squeezed into 3 days to try to get 30 minutes. Everybody says, "Well, that sounds like plenty of time." It's really not. I mean, so what's the most difficult part of putting together the show like this?
Well, it's really, like you said, Larry, it's cooperation of the birds and the weather to what you're trying to do, because I put this show together back this past summer. So, we had these particular dates set out back in July.
Okay.
And
so
you really have no clue what's going to be happening 6 months down the line.
No.
In Texas in December. So you keep your fingers crossed and you hope for the best. And the thing about DUTV, though, it's more than just a waterfowl hunting show.
It is.
It's really a lot about the story.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And what Ducks Unlimited has done on the ground in particular places. In this particular episode too, along with Rogers and Shay, Todd Marandino is also here. He's our head of conservation down here on the Texas coast, and so he's going to be talking about what Ducks Unlimited does here in Texas, and the real efforts on the ground to put more ducks in the sky here, and it's really a lot about the story.
So when will this air? Then you look forward.
DUTV premieres the next season will premiere in the first week of June.
That's what I thought.
This next year.
All right.
So we will. So there's 13 episodes on the Pursuit channel.
Yes.
And so it's
and this is one of the 13.
We're working now for stuff that will not come out until the summer.
Okay. Well, it's like writing a magazine article. Most of the times you write it 6 months in advance and hope it comes out and hope you get paid for it and those kind of things like that. But
yeah, we've all been there.
So you've got 13 episodes. Is this number what? Do you number them like that? Do you put the puzzle back together after you're through, or you already have a slot for this one, or what?
Right. It all kind of depends on how the production company, Moose Media, really wants to do it. This is episode 6 in the season that we've shot so far.
Okay.
It may flow like that as episode 6. We've already been to Canada twice, to North Dakota, to New York State. So it's really going to be an exciting season. And
in the middle of that, hospitalization too. So I mean, you've had
yeah, that's right.
You've had.
I came back from North Dakota and had to go into the hospital. So it's been an eventful season.
It has, and tell our listeners what you went through.
Man, my gallbladder turned on me.
It did, didn't it?
Really, to put it in simple terms,
one of the worst.
It was trying to kill me.
Yeah, one of the worst. And you don't have that in a bottle somewhere, do you? I don't know if you have.
My surgeon may have it. He told me that among the 300 plus gallbladders he's removed in his lifetime as a surgeon, he said that mine was definitely in the top 10 of the worst ones you've ever seen. So he may have it saved.
I bet he does to show it to patients like that. I don't want to scare you, but this is what one looks bad looks like. So don't look.
Not a good deal.
No, don't. If you go to a flea market, don't look. Hope you don't find John's gallbladder in there. In a jar or someplace. But again, we're talking to John Gordon, who's our good co-host once a month out of here, and your job description is what?
I'm a senior communications specialist, which sounds fancy.
It does.
It does. But my main responsibilities are to coordinate production of DUTV and DU films. And, both of them are being shot right now. When I get back from Texas, I'll be going out to Beaver Dam in Mississippi for a DU film we're going to shoot.
That's a tough job right there.
It is. It's hard, Larry.
Take me with you, and I'll show you where the crappie places are.
And he'll also cook whatever you want to there. He can handle that. We know that as John listens to our man over there. Well, John, we appreciate you taking time and miss you here, but I know you love what you're doing. You do like your job, don't you?
Well, Larry, to put it as my dream job might be mild.
It might be mild, I can tell you that.
I have my own TV show, my own film series for a guy who's been involved in the duck hunting business for as long as I have. It's really a dream come true.
Well, great job, buddy. Hope everything goes all right. Wish you a Merry Christmas from me and the Wong families over here. So stay cool and don't keep your body healthy, okay?
Thanks, Larry.
All right,
have fun.
Man. We'll talk to you. Talk to you probably next year. All right.
That's right, next year.
All right. Thanks, John. All right. Okay. John is. If you watch these TV series at DU, and you know this, Ron, from watching different channels, the outdoor channels, and all these other ones in the Pursuit. He mentioned Moose Media. That's a pretty well known part of the Mossy Oak family. So
it is.
They know how to do it down there.
That's some really, really good entertainment.
And you've been, I know you've
and
been
you
at
can
media,
learn a lot.
You've been at media events with guys with a camera.
Yeah.
John's job is important. That photographer is pretty important too. That cameraman. You've been to Reelfoot and all those places and see how it is that you can shoot as much as you want of photos, but when you're trying to put a TV series with...
television is very finicky.
It is, yes.
For those that don't know, some number of years ago when there was a show called Mid-South Outdoors
yes, right.
on WRAG-TV.
Very good show at that time.
Oh,
yes.
Excellent show because it featured everything around about the outdoors in the whole Mid-South area. And I would get a call and they'd say, "Hey, Ron, we've got a slot open, and we'd like to do a fishing thing.
Yeah, can you come?
And so can you do it?
Yeah.
And we'd like to do this kind of fishing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would say, yeah, sure, we could do it. And so I'd go scout around to make sure we could get a show done.
This isn't 2 months in advance either. This is really up to date.
And, it's taken up to 10 hours to shoot
that 30-minute show.
Yeah, it's really only about 20 minutes of actual
well done show with Jeff Woods and Dan Patton.
Show. And people don't know how hard it is. Can you imagine? And then back in those days, cameras weighed about 18, 20 pounds apiece.
Well, Jeff and Dan,
a cameraman had to hold that thing all day. Oh.
All of those things around. Can we Google those things? And I wonder, are they still available? They need to put those back together.
I remember one time we got to a place, and we had to get out of the boat and walk to this pond that was part of the lake when the water's high.
Yeah.
To catch fish because we wanted to do a bank fishing thing. And poor Joe Larkins, I thought he'd never make it.
Yeah. Well, you made it. I bet you were first there, probably.
I was first there to catch about a couple of fish.
All right, let's take a break. Come right back and talk. Here we go again. CWD. I mean, if you listen to this show, you know what that means. We're going to talk about it. Outdoors Larry.